Welcome, Taurus, to your beginning of the month of February reading. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, Taurus, let's see what's going on with you. For those of you who are new, I am Taurus as well. So, always enjoy doing the Taurus readings. Okay. Getting straight into your energy. This is what you're thinking, feeling, all the energy surrounding you. And remember, friends, if this doesn't resonate with you, please watch your rising moon or Venus. And also, take what resonates and what doesn't resonate. Go ahead and throw it away. It's not meant for you. Okay? Some things are meant for certain people, but not everybody. That's just the way general readings are. Okay. Taurus, what is going on with you? Right at the beginning of February, Taurus. Lazy days. Lazy days, Taurus. Feeling that Taurian bull coming through. Feeling a little lazy. I don't know if I want to do it right now. You know, I figure it's just because, like, here's the way I see it. Been going. Taurus has been on a roll. So maybe you are feeling a little lazy in the beginning of the month. It's just because you've been working your butt off for the last 3 weeks. Yep, we seen that in the readings, didn't we? So little lazy days, kick back, relax, enjoy a little bit of this and that. So yeah. And you know, it's funny because it comes in your energy, but that doesn't mean that you're actually doing it, Taurus. Could just be exactly what you're thinking, like, I want to relax and be lazy. I'm kind of feeling that with you. Okay, you've been on the go. So it doesn't 100% mean you are. It just means it could just be in your energy as, please let me just lay in this bed and watch Netflix. I don't want to move. But unfortunately, you're standing your ground against it. See, what did I say, Taurus? Why? Just let the bull be lazy for a minute. So you're standing your ground, or maybe you're standing your ground because you are being lazy and you're telling people, hey, look, I've been really busy. I'll lay in this bed and watch this Netflix. You're going to make me move. So for the next month, maybe we're just feeling we need a little downtime. Getting straight into the situation. You have the shadow work. I don't need any shadow work. Thank you. I'm not. You know why? It's because you're not, I don't want it right now. I don't want it, okay? I'm too mentally stressed out and tired. I don't want to do that. Rejoice and celebration? No, not feeling that happy either. But I will material harvest. Of course you will, Taurus, of course. Right, of course. We can't keep the material harvest and law and attraction from us. We'll do that while we're laying in bed watching Netflix, right? So, okay, so let's do this. So we have the rejoice and celebration. There was something that was not making me very happy in the near past over here. It could have been a week ago, a couple of weeks ago, a couple of days ago, a month ago. Something's got you upside down, not feeling like you want to celebrate anything. No, somebody wanted to start a fight with you. Somebody wants to argue. This kind of got you down and kind of got you depressed. And you're like, hey, you know what? I'm kind of disappointed right now. I'm just looking for my happiness and yeah, within love. So why are you jumping on me? Right? What's the problem? So it looks like love kind of has gotten you down a little bit and you're a little disappointed with someone. You could be dating a Virgo. I do see Virgo and I also see Gemini. Why am I getting Virgo? I'm getting Virgo over here, my friends. Okay, just in case you're like, where'd you see Virgo? Virgo Capricorn card right here, okay? So it also could be a Capricorn. I'm really feeling Virgo and Gemini. But yeah, somebody has really gotten you down. You do not feel like you want to celebrate anything because you're very disappointed. It's just arguments. I just feel like arguing, conflict. Yeah, within love. You just want to unite with them and just have a healthy relationship. You don't want all this conflict. And it just feels like you just want to try to get the unity back where it belongs. This kind of wore you out. Now I see why you're the Page of Pentacles over here. And I also see you standing your ground over here as the bull. Why the standing ground is here. You had to stand your ground here because all you want is to be loved, have the unity. You don't need all this, right? You're standing your ground for love. You're not doing any shadow work. Why are you not doing shadow work? It's not necessary at this time. Why though why would the shadow come up though? It's literally saying you're not doing the shadow work, but you probably should be doing shadow work. That's why it's there. Spirit brings it up because it's saying you probably, some of you, and this does not mean everybody is not doing their shadow work, okay? It just means the overall, you feel like there's no shadow work. It just feels like I don't want to be digging deep right now. I do not want to have to do that. I do not want to reach the higher pieces of anything. I don't feel like I need to be digging deep right now. I get this overwhelming sense right now, Taurus, of not wanting to do that because you're tired. You're tired. Look at all the mental stress you had over here. Look at all the fighting. Look at all the stuff. It's almost like I don't want to do the shadow work. I don't want to have to dig deep right now to find my flaws. I don't want to, right now, I don't want to do this. I'm doing something else. You're going after a Wheel of Fortune, but the problem is, Taurus, is that if you don't do your shadow work, you're going to have a hard time getting the Wheel of Fortune. You're going to have a hard time getting to what raises the vibrations. So kind of ignoring your shadow work is not going to really help you, okay? Because it just feels like you're more like kind of ignoring it. Like, I don't want to look at the flaws right now within myself. I don't want to look in the mirror and say, oh God, you have to get rid of this and do that. But the problem is that Spirit says He wants you to do so. So that way you can get up here. And I know right now you're kind of feeling a little lazy and a little dazed, but you do want the Wheel of Fortune. But problem is how are you going to get over there if you don't do the work, right? But you are standing your ground for it. Yeah, because you want the Ace of Pentacles. It's like you want everything, but you didn't. You would need to do a little bit of shadow work to see what the problem is, to try to fix the problem. Yeah, that way you can have the Temperance. The Temperance is going to bring the harmony. So the shadow is the moon, right? It's the reflections of what's going on within your life to see how you can fix other things. By ignoring it is not going to help bring in these things. And actually doing the shadow work is going to bring in more healing, and it's actually going to bring in perfect timing, and it'll actually help bring in the hopes and promises and the dreams and moving higher and all those great things, right? Standing your ground is a great thing. Okay, it's just that it's not going to do everything you're looking for, because you have to get down to the basis of what the problem is. You want the material harvest, like you're law and attracting. You're trying to do everything you're supposed to do. I'm just telling you, shadow work is going to help, really going to help bring these things in. Now, does this mean because you didn't do the shadow work that these things won't come in? Absolutely not. That's not true. That is not true. It's just saying that it will help bring it in more harmoniously, faster, better, getting down to the things and raising the vibrations higher so that you can get to the material harvest faster. And it'll make you feel better. It'll bring in more unity. Yeah, because see, your material harvest is not on its way. With the Six of Pentacles, there is a delay. There is this thing that's going on that's not bringing them in. Why? Because you need to do at least a little bit of reflection. Yeah, you're ignoring all the reflection, and therefore it's also because you're not raising the vibration high enough. So it's not bringing your law and attraction in. It's kind of ignoring your law and attraction. Does that make sense? It's not bringing the Chariot in. But you're also ignoring anything that's bad. Anything that, see, that's where okay. So all the conflicts and all the things that are going on, you're just ignoring it. It feels like some of this is still going on because you're trying to get over here. So by ignoring all the conflict and all the arguments and anything that's not unity, it's not going to bring in this right away. Because you're like in denial. Because you're just kind of lazily just kind of ignoring it and making it go away. But it's not fixing the scenario. No, it's not. It's not bringing in the success and the growth. If anything, it's kind of keeping it away from you. So you're going to travel towards the Page of Wands. Okay? Using the Page of Wands, you're going to travel towards the things that you love. You're going to travel towards doing things at a higher vibration. Clarify the Page of Wands. You're still standing your ground, like the bull you are. Telling this person, I'm not fighting with you. So you're going to travel towards things that you love more, giving the compassion and giving out the compassion to yourself. Yeah. Traveling towards the Three of Swords. You're going to have to dig deep to find the Three of Swords and get rid of it. The only way you can do that's with shadow work. So Three of Swords. How are they going to do that with the Three of Swords? To get 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. But you're going to have to do shadow work. Yep, because you're going to have to dig deep within yourself, get into your intuition, get into your shadow side so that way you can bring out the sun, so that way you can see everything coming towards you. This will revitalize you and actually get you back to the intention of what you want. Where is the intention? The intention is the material harvest. Your intention is all of this, but you have to dig deep to find it. With the High Priestess, using the High Priestess is also a type of digging deep, which can also do some shadow work, but you're going to have to do that. Because that's what's going to release everything. Yep, and that'll bring in the success, the growth, and the Nine of Cups. But you have to release that. Yep. So instead of just stopping, doing nothing about it, and then thinking that it's all going to come through because you ignored it and didn't move towards it, that's actually not going to happen, my friends. Yes, because the truth is that's unsatisfactory, not only to you, it's just unsatisfactory to yourself and to the universe. This is absolutely going to help you get out of Eight of Swords, because I feel like a lot of you still sit in Eight of Swords because of this person who's always trying to fight with you. Oh, there it is. The Moon. You need to do shadow work. The shadow work will then bring in the perfect timing for you to have all the things that you need. So denying the shadow work is actually kind of like denying water. Water and food, right? Let's just say it that way. We'll just use it as water for now. Okay? So saying that my body doesn't need any water, okay, would be, that's ridiculous. You have to have water to live. Okay? If you sat there and said, well, I really don't need food, I can live my whole life without food, you're going to die. So pretty much you're kind of giving yourself your own death. And like I said, it doesn't mean that it won't come in. It's just that if you've been working so hard and trying to get something to get there, do you want to raise your vibrations and get to where exactly you want to be? Because all this is saying is that you're not going to 100% get this. It's always going to be sideways. Tipsity topsity doesn't mean you always have good luck. It doesn't mean you've got a new path. It just means you're going to stay on the same path doing the same thing. You will get some of your hopes and promises throughout the time that you're doing so, but it's not as healthy as you want it to be. You want the sun. And you're standing your ground so beautiful to do it. But I would like to see you be able to dig deep within yourself and say, okay, you know what? I need to do this, to do that, and use my intuition to do it. And this has already got its intuition in there within the Moon. Because it's healthy. It's actually what helps us grow. Okay? And like I said, do you 100% have to have that? Absolutely not. But if you want it the way you want it, Taurus, and I know the way you want it, because I'm Taurus too, this is the way to do it. Okay? And this is going to give you the better opportunities and new directions. It's going to open up your intuition and you can say, aha, aha, right? This is going to give you more faith and belief, and it's also going to keep you out of the cold. You don't have to, now be, your partner might be saying over here with the Page of Pentacles upside down, you're being a snob about that. Maybe Taurus is. Maybe because we're trying to ignore the situation, so maybe we are trying to ignore you. Maybe we're being snobby. Maybe we're being lazy because we don't want to be told what to do at this time because everything you're telling me is, blah, blah, blah. But then you have to dig deep within yourself and say, well, fine, maybe I am being a little snobby. Boy, it wouldn't be the first time, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn it this way and say, okay, hoof out of mouth. Okay, fine. I'll go and look and see what I did wrong. I'll see what I didn't do right. Try to fix it and try to fix this piece. And maybe I was being a snob and maybe I was doing this and that. Or maybe I spent too much money and I didn't want to admit it. Okay, and then you go and you figure out these pieces. And then this aha moment comes. Why? Because now it's almost like you fixed yourself into the understanding of what was going on, right? And how you're not going to do whatever it was, right? Or having the understanding of maybe you're going to shadow work on them. Oh, did you ever think about that? Now, who's ever thought about that? Whoever thought about standing in the mirror and saying, I love this partner so much, let's do shadow work. I shouldn't have them try to fix this or that. This is the way they are. So let's see, there's snotty. Yeah, well, that's what I loved about them. Because everybody has a flaw. So maybe you're actually going to stand in here and go and think, God, why does he have to fight with me all the time? And why does he got to be short face? All this stuff, you know what I mean? And then you're going to stand in your shadow and be like, okay, fine. Maybe he wasn't. That's just because, you know what? He's got this flaw. He's got this flaw. He's got this flaw. But I love this about him, this about him, this about him. And then you come to the realization, geez, guess what? Now we can come and apologize to each other and everything's fine. And then bam, what's the last card? Relationship is all better and it's doing what? It's moving on beautiful. I mean, this isn't a joke, right? Here's your cards. Transformation. 7 of Pentacles. This is all the near future, right? But then you go back to the devil. Why? Because life has its ways of turning back upside down. Because cycles are cycles. But I mean, if that's what you want to know about the near future, there you have it, right? I just showed you. Because everything is going in your favor until you have a new cycle, and the new cycle is something obsessively bad happens, and then life goes on, right? It's reality. Okay. Okay, Taurus, let's see what's going on with you. What the angels say. What do they want us to do? Says, look for the sign. Geez. Signs of the times, right? Signs of the times. Okay, and ask your angels for help. Because there will be recovery once you actually go into shadow mode. You're going to find out, hey, you know what? I'm human. Just because I did shadow work doesn't mean that, I'm subhuman or, I had flaws, that I'm not human. Wow, you're going to get in the mirror and you're going to say, whoa, I have flaws like everybody else on this planet. Right? And it's okay. And it's okay. And they have flaws. And it's okay. And it's not looked down upon. And if somebody looks down upon those types of things, then maybe they should look in the mirror and see them for themselves, right? Maybe they should do some shadow work. Because there's nobody on this planet that doesn't have any flaws. Yeah, it's going to improve your health, and because it's going to make you feel better, right? And you can even ask help from others, and it's going to improve your romance. But we already seen that, right? Because that was what was underneath the cards. Okay, so, and then guess what, guys? More than likely, that's what's going to happen. Because you're going to put yourself on this new idea, and you're going to say, wow, I'm going to be able to law and attract now because I'm not holding all this weight. I'm not holding all this or ignoring things, right? I'm actually now going to give to myself right? And be able to do these things, okay? So actually very in-depth, beautiful reading of growth, and I love that. And that's what you're really going to be working on this month, or the beginning of the month, and you probably already feel this, right? You already feel this kind of energy if it's resonating with you. And it does make you feel kind of lazy, and it does kind of make you feel like you're down, like, and I don't even really like the word lazy. How about the word no energy, right? Tired, right? So just lack of energy, not vitalized, maybe a little fatigued, just not really feeling it. Okay. And that was it for you, my friends. And until next time, peace and love.